or no, I shouldn't say live, we're recording anyways. Welcome, one and all, gentlemen, gentle ladies, watchers and wishers and well doers watching our crazy antics here. I thank you for your kind indulgences. Hopefully, we make it worth your time. We have our crew once again assembled in Millersville, and they found some interesting information in this book of the history of the area after they found a kind of slippery fella that had it and they chased him on down and purchased it for a tidy sum. While they inspected and investigated the book, they found a certain subcode throughout the text and such, and have found that they need to get certain components to assist them in their mission. So we find them here after a restful night's sleep at the Vulgar Boar, waking on up to the morning cheerful groans of dead pigeons, grumbling, cursed land, and just the corruption of what one would call balanced nature. So with this, I'll turn it over to our heroes and let them describe what they're doing as the dawn breaks upon their adventuring faces.
Okay. um, or so my character trances for 4 hours for the long rest, then wakes up early and basically double checks the this code that I think she found in the text the previous day. It's like, yeah, it needs this, it needs this, um, because it is hidden. She just wants to make sure that everything seems to be like they like all the components were found and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, right there.
So she'll be down in the main I guess it'd be dining area of the Vulgar Moor.
And
Read
down there, the waitress will bring you out a morning meal. This morning, the meal is not up to the standard that it has been, or that you would notice because you've stayed there for a while. It seems like it's that there's more water in the morning ale. There's more water in the gruel or the oatmeal, and the cheese is sliced a lot thinner as such, coming coming on out to you, and there's no meat to speak of on the plates this morning.
Okay.
Also, no fruit.
I'm probably distracted enough in this book that I don't notice until I put it away,
Okay.
which might be around the same time other people start coming down. But I'll leave that up to you, Ryan.
Yeah, I want to definitely takes his time coming down that morning. He knows that it's going to be a big day and prepares as such. There's likely a small element of the fact that he knows this is likely to be the last day he gets to stay in a relatively comfortable inn for a few days at least. um, but yeah, eventually he does make his way down. having taken extra care to make sure that his armor and weapons and horns are in good upkeep and shining like the representative that he is.
Okay.
Seems fair. So when he comes down, I'm probably already flagged down the waitress, and I say, um, does Millersville get any, you know, caravans or other merchants come through, either consistently or otherwise?
Well, we used to. We used to have a group of people that would caravan from some of the outer, smaller villages and bring in produce to trade and sell, and crafts that yeah, some of the folks worked out in these smaller villages and such. But it's been a great while since then, since seeing any new caravans. And then all of a sudden she'll go into a hushed tone. Ever since, yes, ever since this abominable cursing of this land around here, we haven't seen them. And then she'll say, she'll step on back. But how's your breakfast this morning? We hope you had a good restful sleep. Is there anything we can uh, do for you? Will just let us know. And she'll kind of spin on her heels and go back towards the kitchen.
Oh, it was very good, thank you. um, I was also calling you over because I wasn't sure. I feel like maybe we owe you for a few more nights' rent. I know we're planning on heading out soon, possibly even today, but I just wanted to make sure that our money was still good, as it were.
Well, your money and your stay is good. For the Lord has picked up your tab here for the next week or so, anyways. He's told us. So if you survive that long, he kind of chuckled when he said that, and
Mm.
and he said that is in payment of assisting Elder Eldridge and the townsfolks so far.
All right. Well, I guess I'll have to go thank him at some point. Um, okay. Yeah. Good to know. Let me know if that changes or hear anything else from him. Um, I won't keep you.
Well, thank you. And then she'll, as she spins about and such, she'll look at Alvarez and say, "Anything you need there, big guy?"
Uh, just the same as my friend here, please.
All right. And you'll see she'll come back in probably about 5 minutes. The watered down ale, the watered down oatmeal, the thin sliced cheese on a platter there. No fruit, no meat.
Thank you.
Though you might consider this standard for here because you haven't had, I think this is the first breakfast that you've had at this establishment.
Yeah, I think so.
So for your perspective, it probably would be standard. Some of the other players, it would mean something possibly more to them. And the bartender will jump up onto the bar. and he'll in a loud laugh, chuckle on out. Oh, I remember the times when I set out into the wildernesses. I've slayed so many of those land crawling dragons. Oh, my axe and I, she's my bestest friend. I was glad that you saved her from being broke and pinning the door of the temple there against that evil. Oh, you're a good sort, but I think you're fools. Going out into this wilderness while the land is cursed. So have another ale on me. And he'll jump down off the off the bar. And for Albrecht, this is a very small person of gnomish descent.
Okay.
So,
right.
what are you guys doing?
So I'll look up to Alverneck. Is it the name?
Alvin, yeah.
Alverneck. I should mark that down. And say, so you're planning on coming with us, if I remember correctly.
Certainly. Assuming you want me along for the ride.
I think I do. Is there some reason why I wouldn't want a strong warrior on my side when traveling through the wilderness?
You're up to no good secretly and don't want me to find out?
Well, that is a good reason, but not one I have yet.
Well, I didn't.
Uh,
That good, I'd have been very disappointed.
wouldn't want to disappoint. But we need to get ready for where we're going. Here it is a. Well, I've been looking over this book, and we're gonna need liquid fire and rock ash. I'm guessing that's, you know,
Rock ash from a volcano.
yeah, something like that. I'm guessing it's, yeah, both of those things are going to be from a volcano. We're needing blood sacrifice, which hopefully is a very small amount of blood. 10 pounds of beeswax and 100 pounds of salt, which I suspect this town has neither. So I guess the first thing we need to do is start looking around to see if there's a volcano in the area. My suspicion is that there's something to the east, in the mountain range, that direction. But I don't have a map of the area, or at least nothing that shows a volcano. So that's, I guess, the first thing we need to do. We probably should go speak to Lord, since he seems to be on our good side here.
Well, I know one of your party members had a map. I can't remember if it was Mickey or if it was Payne.
I have no map.
But no, I know one of them did. They because they stole it. They stole it from the Lord's wall when you were there, which would be Payne.
Which would be Payne.
Come to think of it.
Did Payne leave a map for us at some point, or
You
leave a note or something?
for the case of this, it would be at your avail. You would have it. I'm not going to be that prick of a DM.
Okay.
As far as that, because you guys, you and Payne and Mickey are basically sharing the same room that talk about Mickey. Here he is. Um, as where Tifa was in when you first came. So
Yeah. So I'll go grab the map, or maybe I already have actually.
we can say you have it because you're
Okay.
looking at that and because of the indications last night of some of the stuff that you needed from Mickey and you exploring and investigating this book.
Yeah. So looking at this map, does it show a volcano? Does it is
Well,
it large enough of an area to include any
uh,
volcanoes or otherwise described?
let's see here. Let me show this right here.
Hello, Johnny.
And
Hi, guys.
as as you can see, the map shows you this right here. This is basically the map. It's a general map. It's not an overly detailed map, but it is the map that the Lord had on his wall.
Okay. So looking at that, I'll say, oh, there seems to be a volcano down the river, and actually a bit up towards where I'm from. Well, in the opposite direction, but near the same river, I suppose.
Well, yeah, Millersville has its river that flows from the mountains into the main tributary.
So I guess we're heading down that direction. As for beeswax and salt, I don't. I mean, I don't know off the top of my head where those things would be. I will.
Is there another relatively large town around here?
Not according to this map.
Well, right over here would be, according to this map,
Oh, it goes all the way over there. Okay.
the map that's up on the screen being shared is the map the Lord had.
That we have. Okay. So in that case, I will say, there is one over here. It's not labeled. It does look, based on the art that this person used, a bit bigger than Millersville, which would be useful. But that's a distance. Does this map have a thing that says, oh, each one of these squares is this much distance?
It should. That's my failure. Forgive me, mea culpa. Each hex is 30 miles.
So that's multiple. Let's see. That's 30, 30. Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 15, 18, 21. 24 days to get to the volcano and way more to get to that city.
Let's see here how kind of so the folks can see a bit better there than just this smaller one. They got the bigger view. And going to the other one, you have these high mountain ranges over here that you would have to cross.
Yeah. The alternative is try to look for some beeswax and salt. Or we could head up or down the river to see if there's a city further down that way or up that way. Actually, I'm pretty sure that the church I'm from wouldn't have those things, but they might have more information. The church I'm from isn't too far away, but I mean, it's a little out of our way towards the volcano, unfortunately.
Let's see here. The volcano is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days.
I believe 30 miles is a little less than 3 days of travel.
It was in the player's handbook on a fast pace, 30 days, as long as it's not difficult terrain was
Hey, whatever works
well,
for you.
no, was the doable. That's what I'm basing that on. But yeah, but it's 7 hexes anyhow.
Okay, that's a lot less. So changing what I was thinking. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's 7 days out just to get to the volcano. And it'll be a lot longer to get to the city, and it'd be quite a bit out of our way just to head to the church I'm from to learn if there's any other cities nearby. So that's where we're at, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna scrounge up 100 pounds of salt in this place.
Not in Millersville. We might be able to, if we could figure out where salt might be found, we might be able to, mine it out of the earth. We're not planning on eating it, so it doesn't have to be anything purified. It just needs to be like salt rock, right?
I guess.
I mean, it probably has to be more than 100 pounds at that point, but it's might be
Sure.
enough. We probably want a cart to carry 100 pounds of anything, and
And
not to mention lava or magma. Or
yeah, well, liquid fire. You'd have to figure out how you're gonna find that, get that, bring it back,
mm-hmm.
and whatnot. But yeah, over on page 168 in the player's handbook, at least my early version is fast pace 30 miles, normal 24 miles in a day.
Ah, okay, I was wrong.
No, it's not about being wrong. I'm just trying to clarify for people that'll be watching that
Fair enough.
that it makes a difference. My idea is I was gauging things on the fast pace because there's not mountains there. You got basically grasslands that you're going because all this green here is grasslands. These here are actually large crop fields, so it's fairly easy travel outside of crossing the river.
Does Mickey come down and join us?
Yeah.
Okay. As you come down, you can see myself and Alvanek poring over a map and a book.
Is that what I think it is?
I look up. Yeah, that's Alvanek. Is whatever his race is.
I don't think he meant me.
Oh.
No, I meant like we couldn't even confirm the last time we were talking if we even had that map.
Well, I found it. Turns out Payne had one.
Ugh.
And there is a volcano, but it's not nearby.
It's not nearby?
No, it's 7 days trip out, 7 days back, at least.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna take a while.
So we're talking maybe a cart, maybe a horse. We're gonna need it to carry the 100 pounds of salt anyway. We don't really see any other towns nearby, which means we might need to collect the salt ourselves, which probably means some serious picks.
Yeah, that's
Maybe even magical picks.
right there.
Anything you think we'll need? I mean, I guess besides food, which is something you don't need to worry about, but
Yeah, like other than what you will need for that ritual of yours, there's nothing specific that I could think of. Maybe, maybe some snacks for you all. It's gonna be a long trip. It's you might need to pick up some food or something.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
How long does it look like it'll take to get there?
7 days. Plus maybe 1 or 2 to cross a river and such.
Do we even know where we're getting the salt from?
Nope, no idea. Charles,
Yes.
does my character know of any just happen to know where salt might be found in this area? Like in what mountains might have it?
Give me a nature check.
20.
Oh, that's not too bad. You would let me see here. Map I got here down some. You would think that you've heard of some salt fields or grounds down outside this one little village to the south of where you're at right now, and it's definitely way south from where you're from. But you heard from down in the south that there's they seem to produce or trade in salt.
Okay.
If you look at roll 20, you can. I'm gonna zoom down the map there.
Maybe about
And it's
maybe a
right.
little over 2 weeks to get there.
Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe. But you see where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
And this being where you guys are, and then the volcano right there. So, but yeah, you would know that that's there. Outside of that, you would know that down here on this coastal city, you've heard that they trade in quite a bit of different materials and spices and things. A larger city.
So I think there's a city down all the way at the coast, the southern part of the continent, basically.
Yeah. Let's see here. That I can't remember the name. It's
Oriscos?
I'm trying. Yeah, Riscos.
Okay.
As far as that.
So I will say there is a town that trades in some salt to the south, or possibly mines it, but it's even further away in the mountain, some 3 weeks south, maybe.
Well, it seems to me as though there's very little point in going to the mountains if we don't have the salt.
There's no point in right. Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Like, kind of regardless of distance, if we don't have the ingredients for the ritual, then
Well, I mean, I think my friend's down there, but I'm not sure. But I
well,
do
that
agree
changes
that if we're
things.
going
The fire.
down there, then we should also grab some salt, right?
Yeah, but if your friend is down there voluntarily or being held captive?
Sounds more like a captive situation than just I don't know, exploring.
Yeah, and with your spell, you did just to refresh your memory. She did say help.
Yeah, I know. I'm not telling Alvin.
No, but I'm just in case you didn't remember the setup there.
Yep. So yeah,
Great. Well, if it's more like she's a captive, we probably don't have the 5 weeks that 5-6 weeks that it would take to go and get the salt and then get across to the mountains.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is that we head down to the volcano, we see if my friend is there, and perhaps acquire some rock ash from the volcano and maybe liquid fire if we're able to. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe we can just get some of the lava, let it cool, and then heat it up later, and now it's liquid fire again. But regardless, we get that, and then we continue further south to pick up 100 pounds of salt, and maybe on the way we can find a few beehives to get some beeswax from. You know,
You realize how many bees hives we're going to have to raid to get 10 pounds of beeswax through, right?
no, I really don't. But it sounds like a lot, and I don't particularly like bees, so I know it's not going to be easy. That's for sure.
Yeah,
How-
I'm not a big
how
fan
big
of
are these
bees.
bees?
I'm a big fan of the honey, though.
10 pounds of beeswax.
So we either got to go through a lot of different hives or just find a really big one.
I mean, yeah, sure. Maybe there's like, I mean, as much as I actually never mind. I was gonna give an idea, and now I don't want to give it because I don't want to do it.
2 pounds of wax every 100 pounds of honey. Oh dear.
I turn to the yeah, innkeep, and I say, you've traveled around a lot, right?
Yeah, my laddie. I traveled around. Oh, let me tell you the tale.
Well,
When I was a wee lad.
Can you tell me a tale of bees, or more specifically, giant bees?
I remember a time, laddie. Oh, laddie. These bees were so huge. They had men that rode upon them, just like great knights flying through the sky with lances and shields. The battle up above, it was just glorious and bloody. It rained blood on that battlefield, not from us on the ground, but from those bees, laddie. Oh, they were knocking these guys left and right. It was glorious. Woo! My youth, the great days.
Well, that was helpful.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well, it was helpful. I confirmed that I now don't want to ever see giant bees in my life. But if we're going to
Could be
get a lot of
worse.
beeswax all at once, that might be it.
The giant wasps.
So
Right.
barkeep, where are these bees?
Well, they were to the west. You gotta kind of go up to the bend in the river, there, and then it's about a day's travel to the west into the woods and jungle, and they have a what did they call them, laddie? What did they call? Oh, colony. There was a colony over there. These critters.
Ava reels with sudden horror. That is very close to where George is.
And let's see here. What I will do is, all right, let me do a little bit of this. Will mark the spot that he's talking about. We'll go ahead and put Tifa back there with that, and I think that's all the other that's pertinent that's on this map that you got that he'd be able to, point to. He could describe the stuff that's south, and with your nature role, that the geography that you heard about the coastal city and the small village, which is just past the map.
Yep.
As far as that, so. Oh, I don't want that.
Okay.
Undo. Pick the right thing. Yeah, and move.
I guess volcano
uh,
first, and then we can decide if we want to avoid the bees as long as possible or get them over with as quickly as possible.
Out of interest, in what situation do we say, yeah, let's go and deal with giant bees?
Well, at this pace, this would be the quicker option to get all the honey you need.
I guess that's true.
I mean, I suppose that's fair. We could find normal bees, and those are good. I mean, less bad.
I mean, yes, they're not great, but compared to giant bees, they are magnitudes above.
Right.
It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't understand your concern. Because yeah, I mean, granted, it would be nice to just find a bunch of normal bees and hope they made enough honey.
Beeswax.
Yeah. Well, we want the honey, but we also want the beeswax.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wish it was
What are
honey
we looking
because bees produce way more honey than they do beeswax.
Oh, so it's been worse. So they're obviously going to have less of it in regular beehives.
Yeah, from what I can tell, it works out as about 1 pound of wax for every 8 pounds of honey.
Are you a beekeeper? How do you know
My
that?
mum is.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wow.
At least not like properly, but recreationally. She has a couple of beehives in the garden.
Well, that sounds nice. I guess that makes some sense. Okay.
Honey.
So, to the volcano then,
all the damn
and avoid giant bees as long as possible, and collect beeswax if we find it. That is the plan. We need food and picks. Well, we probably don't need picks anymore because we're going to go to town. So food and cart.
Yeah.
That's all we need. And stuff to trade, I guess. I don't know how much 100 pounds of salt is going to cost, but.
Well, we can always check the local bounty boards to see if there's anything in the area.
Yeah, we could do that once we get to town, because otherwise we'd be carrying a lot of money with us just on the road. I'll turn back to the innkeep and I say,
Oh, please.
Innkeep, would you have any issue with hiring some people to go get something for you? Get supplies, necessary supplies?
Well, laddie, what are we talking here?
Well, we're going to have to get a cart anyway, so I guess you won't have to pay us for that unless you're interested in doing so. And then it might be a few weeks, but we might be able to return back with something you're looking for. But we would need the product to trade for whatever it is that you're looking for. So you'd need to front us a certain amount, and I guess in return we'd try to return it to you safely. Return.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh yes, my best stat.
Okay.
1.
Wow.
He's gonna say, laddie, that don't make no sense. Me to put my last pennies upon a venture that seems foolish at heart and deadly at best.
But think of it this way. Just imagine the power that those last pennies can go into, the foundation of the adventure it can bring. You know, like
He's
think of it
go-
this way.
he's going to look down at the bar and look over at the other end of the bar and look around the room and like, we're starving here, brother.
You're
You're
starving
trying-
because you
and-
don't have enough food.
That's right.
Oh,
But you're trying to sell me a venture when I got an empty gut.
well, I mean, if what you need is food, we can bring food back.
I mean, I really wish I had a good argument for this, but I don't eat. So, damn.
I wish I had a good argument for this, but I suck at arguing. So
I was like, I really want to make a relatable speech,
What
but
you
I don't
just
eat.
no.
So,
go for it. I'm the
You
DM
start
the
using words that
DM
you used to use. You
Yeah.
remember the taste of food and try to
Yeah,
describe.
work with your former humanity. But the DM is over here just waiting
okay.
for you guys to jump the hurdle.
Look, I've been there. I have spent days, months, not knowing where my next meal would come from. Since I was a wee lad, me and my mother would never know where our next meal would come from, but we would work hard for it anyway. Even when we didn't have the money, we'd find a way.
They didn't have oil.
Yeah, oil.
Isn't that what y'all eat? You constructs.
It depends what we're made of.
Oh,
And the worst part is that sometimes what we need is rare. So sometimes we have to prepare ourselves to go weeks without. Reserve
ah,
we absolutely need it.
he'll be saying, I remember sometimes like that. We used to call it the grand cleansing to go ahead and make sure our spirit and our heart was right for the adventure. So when we met the evil, we could be pure of heart, body, and a smidgen of soul.
Yeah, why not?
uh,
All the same. Thanks.
give me a persuasion check. You didn't do good enough to allow me to give you advantage. I was really looking for you to reach down deep.
Like it's one of those things where he's just like, I want to relate to this, but like I haven't done this in for a long. Like I don't even remember what shit tastes like anymore.
Oh,
I remember liking things, but then I remember I don't know what they taste like anymore. It pisses me off.
so what did you get for a persuasion check?
I was looking at my oh fuck, I forgot how good my persuasion was. Give me a second. I have the roll die ready.
Yeah, all right. And
It was advantage, right?
no,
No?
you didn't
All right.
reach down deep enough.
True that. But it is a 19 regardless.
Okay. And he'll say, you're a pitiful soul, laddie, but you hit a heartstring. I'll tell you what I'll do for you. You've been good customers. You put up with my weasel brother, the little coward, and such. And you did save my best acts. And you kind of vaguely saved my business by not letting those crunchies and evils come on in and raid the business here by breaching the wall. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I have a cart just just for you. I think it'll work, and I do have a form of motivation for it. I can go ahead and throw that into the venture, all on me, and I'll purchase from you any good beer making, ale making, wine making supplies you bring back.
Do you need anything else? Fruit, meats, dried otherwise?
Well, the fruits are great for making wine and brandy, and I got an old family recipe for apricot ale. It'll make your toenails curl inside and pop.
Sounds incredibly painful.
Not if you drink that apricot ale. You don't feel a thing.
Whoa. Okay, just to make note, when he started agreeing to some of the stuff, even though I can't make an expression, the shield behind me completely kind of gives this kind of like, holy shit, that worked. Like it gave that type of face. It's just like, ah?
Exactly.
Oh, I don't think you've ever seen my shield do that, have you?
No.
Yeah, my shield does faces.
Well, not anyone's faces, but
Expression.
It does expressions.
yeah.
I'm currently considering what it would take to permanently draw a mustache on the shield.
A marker.
Yeah, but I don't think those exist. And then realizes that is unbefitting one of his station.
Of course.
Quickly snaps out.
But yeah, that's just the little random thing that happens because of the fact he can't express it himself. Just like, like you just look back and like the shield does all the faces that he would want to do at this exact moment. Just like, It's like,
Yep.
Okay.
You think it's probably taking all of the discipline that was instilled into him as part of his training in the Boris Legion to not make a comment. Something flits over his face, like he definitely wants to say something, and then gets himself back under his steely control.
Willpower of more willpower than any other hero.
Especially considering his wisdom isn't all that.
That's right. Yeah. So Eva goes, "We'll take it. We'll take it. Yes, seems good to me."
When are you laddies leaving? I can get it harnessed up and ready for you.
I think today would be best if possible.
It wouldn't take me but maybe 2 mugfuls to get it done.
Sounds good.
Should give us enough time to think of anything else we might need before we take the trip.
So
Yep.
he darts on out through the back, through the kitchen to go ahead. He's seeing dollar signs and prosperity where he can take advantage of the wayward people in this community, possibly.
Yep. So then Ava turns and says, well, we got the map. Well, we got a map for most of the area. We've got the cart. And it sounds like we got something to drive it. We're going to need something to purchase the salt. But other than that, we're good. And perhaps we can look for something in the volcano that we'd be able to sell, as well as find bounties once we get there, if we don't find anything useful.
I wonder if we could, should we come across and or look for giant bees, harvest the poison that they undoubtedly carry. It won't be potent enough that it, like it's not going to be super potent, but it may be worth something to someone.
My character's like, that's a, and then kind of narrows her eyes and she says, a good idea that I feel like you wouldn't normally have if you were in your kind of station.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Very well.
What I did? I didn't say anything.
Yes, some jars. A lot of jars actually might be useful. The honey would be great also.
Yeah, honey. We can sell honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me, since you're talking about honey, you guys talking about honey, give me a knowledge nature.
No problem. 12.
Okay.
Other people can roll too, by the way. You are muted, by the way, John.
13 for me.
You got 13, you said?
Yeah.
All right. Both of you, as you get talking about the honey, it clicks on. Oh, they use honey to make mead. We can make some money off of the bartender. Yeah.
There you go.
Double win.
Double win. Okay.
So
yeah. Like it. I like it a lot. Was there anything else we needed besides some jars?
how many jars are you looking for?
Many.
10 pounds of honey or 10 pounds of wax, so 80 pounds of honey.
Well.
I mean, maybe we don't need that much honey, but we might need some for poison and other things we might need to carry. So a lot.
Let's see here.
We'll see if there's a glass blower in town. That might be something that exists.
No, not necessarily, but let's see here.
Or some other, crates of honey or something. I don't know.
Let's see here.
Carpenter.
No, I ain't taking that. There's no way that. Get rid of that. I was trying to
the one house that got burned down was actually the carpentry house, and we're like, well.
No, that was the glass wall.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
Let's see here. Good, I can roll a physical dice here. That's the one thing. All right, you'll be able to find 14 crocks, clay crocks.
Oh. And how much are they selling them for?
The bartender will give you, he'll turn around and say, I'll give you a deal on those.
Sure. If you're selling them, I'll buy them.
Well, let's say I'll take 14 bronze for them.
Oh, perfect. I have this bronze burning a hole in my pocket right here. Making
and
14 bronze.
you got that one coin you're talking about, right?
No, I actually have 20 bronze coins.
Oh, okay. Then all right, he'll take the 14. And he'll load you up, and they are 14 Crocs that are, I'm trying to remember the capacity. 5-gallon Crocs.
Oh, we probably don't need 14 of them.
Oh, but on the other hand,
On the other hand, if half of them break, we're still good. Okay, yeah, fine. 14 Crocs in our cart.
um,
Cart.
you ever dropped a 5-gallon crock full of water onto somebody's head in Remember?
No.
No, me neither. It's not the kind of thing we do. But if you did, I suspect it would be very effective.
Oh.
I believe you.
You know, hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking, yes.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
in an
yes.
honorable duel of water-filled crock throwing.
And
I'm glad we're on the same page.
the bartender say, "Step on out here. I got the cart right out front, ready to go."
All right. Mickey, are you ready to go? Is there anything else we needed to grab? More food? Something like that?
You're muted, Mickey. If
Johnny.
or Johnny. Well, his character's
Yeah.
Mickey.
That's
At
true.
this point, I don't think I need anything else. I've been thinking about this long and hard for a while. I mean, I have my clothes, I have my weapons. I don't require rations, so
And we have lots of storage containers to make sure that we can keep all the rations we find, I guess.
well, yeah, you're gonna need it, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. I
And
suppose I'm good as well.
all right. And when you step outside, and what you see is a pony cart size, anyways, and you see this mastiff tied to it in the front.
So we're walking,
Yeah.
but that will work for our purposes, I think.
And all you need to do now is load the Crocs.
True.
And we make sure to load them in such a way that they're less likely to break.
Yeah, well, you'll get them in there, and you'll have a couple that you're going to have to tie down on the top.
Yeah, I see. Not quite enough space.
As far as that, but you would feel that it seems safe enough.
How difficult would it be to find some straw to pack in between these?
Not hard.
All right,
we-
Avanek will try and source them. Just to kind of any bumps in the road or anything. I don't want
Because what you'll find is some wheat straw that are in the fields inside the city area, in the plots there, that has done less than great work on producing for food quality, but it would work for packing, you would think.
Great. Yeah, anything Avanek's concern is, like a bump in the road or like a pothole.
Yeah.
And suddenly we've got 7 less spots.
Could we? Are these crops that are doing less than stellarly owned by some locals?
Well, they were.
Right.
They're
Can
owned
I-
by the Lord technically also, and
Okay. Am I given someone which I am to pay for this?
Oh yeah, he'll hold his hand out. You can pay me. I'll make sure it gets where it needs to go.
Okay. Do you happen to know where some rope is too? Or do you have some extra rope we can pay you for?
He'll ponder, and he's gonna go across the street from the vulgar boar over to this burnt out up house. He's gonna kick a couple boards over and whatnot, and he'll drag out 30 feet of usable rope. It's 50 feet of hemp, but only 30 feet of it's usable.
Okay. Hemp rope. Yeah, we'll pay him about.
He'll say, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's my gift to you all."
Okay, perfect. All right.
I should probably see the Lord before we leave. And just double check that I'm okay to take his invisible sword with me on this. Wouldn't want him to think we were doing a runner with his invisible sword.
Yeah, fair.
He
Yeah,
may get
we'll drop by that as we head out south. Head
Cool,
out south of town. So we head off
Okay.
with our kind of leading our mastiff, I guess, by the whatever harness there is on it.
Yeah, he has he has a big, nice, heavy chest and back harness that the cart's there, and he has kind of like a muzzle there with a lead line.
Just kind of give it some scritches behind the ears as we walk.
And he goes,
Sounds about right. Weirdly accurate, like you own some dogs or something.
it might have something to do with it. But you'll get to the Lord's, and what do you do, Albrecht?
Get to where, sorry?
You get to the Lord's house.
You're down to the Lord's house. What do you do? You got your wagon and companions that are parked out in front of it.
Yep. I will approach and knock on the door.
And the same teenager will come, open up the door, and he'll say, "Oh, you again. What can we do for you?"
I would like to request an audience with his lordship.
"Oh, no problem, almighty one, big one." And he'll grab you by the same hairs on your forearm and lead you into the sitting room where the Lord's sitting there with fresh bacon on his plate and some good fruit and eating his breakfast there. And fine, thick slices of cheese.
Okay. Have an echo kind of bow and say, good morning. I do apologize for disturbing your breakfast. I just had something I needed to discuss with you quickly, if you are amenable.
Well, what is it? Is it important? You caught me at a good time. I'm getting a good, even though this is a meager breakfast, a good breakfast in me after a good night's sleep. Oh, that's you never realize how good a good night's sleep is till you miss it for so long. And
Sorry about it. Speaking of not getting a good night's sleep for the foreseeable future, my companions and I are going to be headed out of town for a number of weeks. We have a volcano to visit. Then we have to source 100 pounds of salt and 10 pounds of beeswax.
He'll squinch his eyes and look at you and say, "Why?"
I have no idea.
Good answer.
Something to do with magic that went right over my head.
According to my cockamamie scheme and my crazy hair and my post-it notes all connected by string.
I started trying to follow it, but I'm not certain that she actually knows why she needs the ingredients. Anyway, we're gonna be headed out, and I just wanted to check whether you wanted your sword back, or whether I could keep it with me for now.
Well, say, what's the purpose of this gadabout that you're going on?
I believe it's
Is it to defend my subjects and me?
I believe it's a rescue mission of sorts, in parts at least. We're also going to be collecting some food and other ingredients for the gnome at the tavern. I suppose we could.
That crafty little buzzard. Maybe we'll have some good ale in a month or two.
I suppose if there was something that you particularly needed, we could bring it back to you as well.
And you're going where?
I don't think I remember the name of the town.
We're going out.
Yeah, we're headed. I didn't catch the name of the place. South of here, I think there's a relatively large town.
Wow, that's way south. You're going to be gone a long time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Are you planning to come back?
Certainly.
Well, we kind of have to return the wagon, so.
Will you?
We've got somebody's master.
Would you, Sir Knight, pledge that on your honor that you'll return?
But of course.
Then take it with you and be successful. Protect Millersville. You are now the defender of Millersville. Sir Bull.
Thanks.
Emotions are they're celebratory, right?
Imagine a polite clap from Mickey, just like.
Yeah, promotions are definitely celebratory. However, this place seems, what is the word here? Cursed to hell and back. And Alvarez's not sure that he, like, being named defender of such a place seems like a lot of work.
That sounds about right.
And a lot of responsibility.
There's definitely a lot more to it than it sounds like.
Like, this isn't like being named defender of, some place that's never has any. This place isn't Switzerland. That never gets into any trouble and everything's fine. Being the defender of Switzerland would be super easy. But he accepts the honor graciously.
Okay.
Tries not to let the look of mild panic cross his face.
And he'll say, take the defender of Millersville to the door, along with his mighty weapon,
I'll change the name of the character sheet.
And we will have Elder Eldritch send up prayers for you when he's strong enough.
That would be most kind. On the other hand, as you say, you should probably wait until he's strong enough to defend the town in my absence, I suppose. Somebody's got to.
That reminds me, once we get back, I got some questions for that guy. We'll just,
Yeah.
All
On the
right.
other hand, being named Defender of Millersville may have some benefits when it comes to interrogating the people of the town.
Mm.
Now I am officially sanctioned to.
Mm.
I mean, question. I don't know why I said interrogate.
congratulations. You're a defender of a town with a demon under it.
Yeah, tell me about it. As a
Your
paladin.
glory will be massive once you succeed.
Yes.
But ultimately, it won't, will it? Because what I'll have done is succeeded in saving a town with. What is the population here?
We'd be lucky if it was still 50.
25 people?
Eh, we'll round it up to there was a birth last night, so it's 30.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Seems about right.
Still, it looks good on my CV. That's what counts. That's what I'm telling myself.
All right. Are you guys heading out? Or are you gonna be mulling over this with your patron?
I am waiting outside, so I'm waiting for them to return.
Yeah.
Did
I was primarily talking to Alvar, letting them know softly
Yeah.
that the Lord of Millersville is now his patron.
Yep. Thanks. I'm gonna kind of inquire as to whether there's anything that the Lord needs bringing back, or wants bringing back, I suppose.
Well, he'll say, as you're going out, saying with that, he'll say, there was this story about this prismatic topaz gem in the heart. Was it a mountain? Was it a volcano? I can't remember. Oh, everything's just a jumble in my mind still a little bit. But if you can bring me back that, we would be more than happy.
Oh, if I find it, I'll definitely bring it back for you.
Definitely try.
And he'll say, yeah, I think in the books they called it mystic topaz. But I call it prismatic because it shows the whole prism when the light's hitting it, just so pretty. It's so glittery.
It is at that. I'll definitely keep an eye out for it. And if we find any, I shall be sure to examine it. You know,
Well,
especially when we do return online.
Thank you, Defender of Millersville. Go out and make us proud. You have my blessing and the blessing of the town upon your shoulders. We have your back.
Well, ain't this nice?
Thank you.
We have your back right up to the gate.
Yeah, that's more like it.
At least he's honest.
And even then,
Yeah, the demon might still be in town. We haven't measured that distance yet.
not sure how far land rights extend underground. But...
Right, exactly.
All right.
No
Well,
plumbing,
I
so-
will take my leave and go rescue a damsel in distress, I think. We'll be paying a lot of attention. Buy some salt and mine a gemstone.
All righty. And so the adventure begins
Yeah.
as you go out the gate and you start walking from Millersville. Which way do you choose to go?
So we headed south. Does that actually put us on the other side of the river, or
Well, if you go, you'll have to cross the river if you go south. If
Okay,
you go directly south.
so the
Now,
moat doesn't the bridge over the moat doesn't get us past the river?
no, that's just
Okay.
for the moat.
Moat. Okay. Might as well head south until we hit the river and then make a decision. So.
Okay, you're at the river.
Yep. Perfect. That I go. Wow. That didn't take much time at all. Just checking out the river. How wide is it at this point?
Well, it's fairly wide. It's what would you say that is? It's narrower up at that one spot over here. So it's we'll say it's 50 yards right here. Basically up by the mouth of it where it comes out of the mountain.
And we come to our first major roadblock. I say, I probably can't swim across this, and I don't think that our doggo friend, Woofer, can make it across with a cart either.
What's your passive perceptions, guys?
22.
Passive?
My passive is 22.
Wow.
All right, then no problem.
Mine's a 10. No, sorry, mine's a 10.
13.
Okay. Ava will notice it looks like there's a path, a trail here going actually a little bit northeast up and around and goes around the mouth of the river that comes out of there. It's difficult terrain, but you would think that it's passable to actually go around.
Okay. I'll say,
that way.
I think the mouth of the river actually might be pretty shallow if I'm seeing correctly. Yeah, I'm seeing correctly. If we head up this way, I don't think I think you might be able to get across without any swimming.
What?
Great.
And I just start leading the woofer that way.
Yeah, whilst we're walking, can we have a conversation about the name Woofer?
Yeah, it's there's doggo, big old doggo, and woofer, and those are pretty much the same thing. You want?
Have you
big old
considered
doggo?
something less
Ever considered asking the
on
dog?
the
if it-
nose?
I have not considered asking the dog. What'd you say? Alphanuke?
But
Have you considered a name that is less,
Oh, no, that's not his name. I don't know the name of the dog. I was just calling it a woofer, which is what a dog is. I mean, a
wait,
big dog.
we don't even know the
oh,
dog's
right.
name.
Have you considered just calling it a dog?
But that's...
Far fewer syllables. Sounds like
Doesn't it have a tag?
None of you look for it.
I am gonna look for it. I was like,
You'll notice a tag on the top part of the chest harness on its back across its shoulders. And on that tag is etched in the leather, Reggie.
ah, the mutt's name is Reggie.
Okay. Are we in accordance on Reggie?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do we make an accordance on your name?
My name?
I'm just saying. I mean, Reggie is the dog's name.
Right, but we're going to call the dog Reggie rather than a doggo or a woofer or a dog.
I mean, if it doesn't mind. I just want to make sure that we're aware of its actual name before we get used to calling it.
I wasn't arguing that we should change the name. I'm just saying that we're calling it Reggie. Right.
Well, I'm gonna call it Reggie because that's its name.
Okay, well, I'm going to call
I'm
it
pretty sure he likes
calling
it.
things by their names.
Like I'm petting the dog while I'm saying this. I'm pretty sure Reggie likes that.
Okay. Well, fine. Fine, be this way. I've been outvoted.
I'm glad we settled that. Wouldn't want, other living people to hear us call a dog Roofer.
Okay. Now, hold on here. And this is what we discuss as we slowly and carefully make our way across the mouth of the river.
Yeah, exactly. Because nothing says possibly dangerous trail like random banter.
Exactly.
Oh yes.
That's how
And you get across the river basically with no problems. I'm not going to throw the problem I had there at you because you guys are creating enough of them yourself.
Good to know.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
So you're on the other side of the river. So
cool. Yeah.
So we'll let that bouncing ball put you right about there.
Sounds good. Yeah, so I guess we follow the river for now. I will say we can split off once we get to the end of the fields, but based on this map. But just kind of looking around as we're traveling, these fields to the south, are they barren or fallow?
No and no. They are one would get the feeling they seem to be cursed. The crops that are in there, they don't look right. They look it's the standard vegetables that you would see like corn, pumpkins, rutabagas, carrots, and like that. But for the corn, the ears of the corn and the stalks are very brown, brittle, but yet the shape of the ear of the corn is not a typical shape of the ear of corn. It's kind of like it splits on out, almost like there's a mouth there at the ear of the corn where the silks would come out. And then with the turnips and the carrots and like that, the leaves seem to be moving in the opposite direction of the wind. And the pumpkins, Ava would probably be the only one with the passive to notice. It looks like they wink as you go by.
Okay. If I say, hey, does anybody see the pumpkin wink? Did anybody else see that pumpkin wink?
Pumpkins are plants and are therefore not sentient and therefore don't wink.
Do they even have eyes to?
Are they
blink?
mimics? Are they mimicking pumpkins?
If they're mimics, they're not pumpkins.
Right, but they might be mimicking pumpkins. Right.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that you want to stop the cart? to
No.
confront the pumpkin?
Please.
Please, whatever you do, for the love of God, for the love of saying,
Because believe me, the corn that they're protecting, I wouldn't eat anyway. Even if
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
they can
thing.
keep the pumpkins can keep that corn.
They can have that corn.
They can have that corn.
That's right. They can. If we follow the river and try to make our way out away from the farm fields and into the fields and
Well, all right. As you're going on down this way, how close to the crops are you getting? Right now, I'm picturing that you're about 10 feet away from them.
I would actually prioritize staying near the river over the crops. So, yeah.
And everybody give me a perception check.
Okay.
All right.
It's an 18.
Okay, you're good.
Clearly a bit shaken by these pumpkins.
That's not so good. And let's see.
Where's-
Mickey.
Give me a second. I have the ruler.
That's all right. I'll
You
give
too.
you. I'll give you what you need.
Thank you.
Hopefully we're having fun. So I'll give you all the time in the world. What was it?
Can you move it?
Oh, I thought you already said you rolled it, but that's all right.
Oh, that was like that was kind of the problem. I had it, and then for some reason it went away, so I'm just picking it back up.
Okay.
I crit.
Okay. As far as that, Alverneck and Mickey, you see about 120 feet out in the field. There's a figure standing.
There's a what?
Figure standing.
Humanoid figure?
Yeah, sort of. It looks kind of humanoid.
Hey, did you all see that?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh crap!
And as soon as you point it out, Ava would be able to see it.
Okay. Ava kind of turns and says, "Oh, I didn't even. Oh,
Crap! I was really hoping it was only your stupid penguin. I mean, pumpkin. One of your stupid-
Does
no."
the humanoid figure have a pumpkin for the head? Because if it does, we've got a problem.
No, it does not have a pumpkin for a head. It looks like a kind of baggish looking head.
We should just keep going. Nothing to see here.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I know. I see it now. I don't know if I could not stare at it.
I'm currently splitting my attention between the pumpkins and this humanoid-ish figure out in the distance.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one to look at this point, but I'll go with both.
Go with both.
Yes. I will cast Detect Evil and Good. That's concentration up to 10 minutes.
Yeah. And the range?
Range is 30 feet.
Okay. You don't detect any evil or any good
Okay.
outside of your party members.
Yeah.
Res-
Ooh,
respectively.
is one of our party members an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
Nope.
Okay.
Not that I know of. He may look like a demon, but doesn't mean he is.
I guess this spell. So what I'll turn to Alvinic and say, "Huh, you are not a demon."
Damn. It's like it would be one of those things where obviously I'm staring at you, but the shield itself is the one that's disgusted by you.
Right.
It's like, wow.
Wow.
It's like,
Yes.
wow.
Yes. Confirmed.
Yes, confirmed. Let's see here. We'll get you up to about the bend, a little after the bend there. You're not that far into there. You've been hugging the river.
You think I should apologize to it? I mean, I
To
did.
him.
Well, I said it. I'm not sure. I can't tell its gender. But you know, I did kind of make a couple of barbs about his produce. Should I say I'm sorry?
Oh, you're talking about a scarecrow. I thought you were. Yeah, no, it's I'm sure your produce tastes very good, which is why we are leaving it alone. I call out to the figure in the.
And the figure, you'll notice because you've been walking and while talking on some of this and like that, the figure seems to be, you would almost think, out the same distance, whether it's the same figure or another one out at 120 feet away from you out in the field.
No, seriously, I think the food that you're making looks real good, top notch. No need to come tell us about it, though. You can stay right where you're at.
We're busy anyway.
We're busy, yeah.
Okay, I'm done kissing the second girl's ass.
Now, what language are you saying that in? I've been taking
Common.
it that it's common, but
Yeah, common. That's what I'm doing.
I'm assuming common. I don't know what else a scarecrow would say.
Or really anything like that. Sorry, I don't speak horror motif.
how about you, Al? What are you doing, Albernick?
Observing for now.
Okay.
It seems like the safest course of action.
And your discourse to the field and the figure doesn't seem to affect much. Every so often, Ava will notice a pumpkin winking at her.
Yep. Yep. Keep going around, away from this farm.
All right. It's getting pretty late in the day, and you're coming kind of towards the end. You're not out of the field, and you get about here, just where you can see the grasslands on the horizon, and it's it's starting to get grayish, not dark, but grayish.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna make camp?
I say we're good to continue until we get into the fields, right?
Don't
I
want to
can
sleep
keep
with the
going.
phone.
You're in the fields.
I mean the non-harvested fields.
Oh, all right.
I tell the GM.
You talking about the grasslands.
That's right.
So you guys are gonna push on?
Yep, seems that way.
Okay.
Okay.
So how long are you gonna push on
Till
for?
we're out of the fields
All right.
into
You're-
the grassland.
And you'll notice that that figure is 120 feet away from you. And give me Constitution saving throws for those. Damn, what's the new rules on Warforged?
I
This
think
is
they're just
for
immune to diseases and have advantage on poison.
it's not
Yeah.
it's not poison, it's exhaustion.
They
Oh.
can still be exhausted. I think they got rid of the mechanics that prevented exhaustion.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because that's all I'm looking for to see, because you pushed yourself past the standard, you're going at a fast pace. So
I think if I remember correctly, even the original rule set on it was that they didn't get exhaustion from not taking a long rest, but they could still get exhaustion otherwise.
Yeah.
so just con saving throws. The check, see if oh,
Yikes.
one level of exhaustion for Mickey.
16.
I
16,
know.
you're good.
15 from Ava.
You're good. Damn,
Uh,
Mickey.
I can't believe that stupid oil story from the fucking thing was true.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the joints tighten.
But you're not in the farm fields any longer, but just across from them, and you see, like I said, 120 feet back, you see that figure.
Is it still in the 120 feet of us?
Yep.
And so it's following us into the grasslands?
No, you guys are just handling this just as you crossed into the grasslands a little bit, but you can see 120 feet back.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like 120 feet back, it would still be those fields.
Right.
Yeah. You
do you want to keep going, or you like? What do you want to do here, Mickey?
It's getting about 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I do know, based on how these things are made, that eventually they will return to normal, but it does require that I put this body at rest.
Okay. So let's. Well, since you're tired, might as well push ourselves, right? And then when we're tired, we can then rest away from whatever
Right.
that is.
All right, that's what you want to do.
That's my brilliant plan because I'm brilliant and not at
Oh.
all thinking loopy because of the 9 hours ish that I've been walking. at
Or
a
the
good
fact that we're
pace.
being followed by that thing. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're making camp.
We're going another hour is what we're
Oh,
doing.
you're going another hour. Okay.
Or I don't know if it's another hour, but we're going in long enough till that thing is gone. Our intelligence.
All right.
Yeah.
If you go for another, we'll say you go for another hour and you can't see it because it's far enough back.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's like we travel for like 10 minutes and they too can't see it. I'm like, I can still see it. another 30 minutes, I can still see it. It's still too close.
So it's 8 o'clock at night. It's getting dark.
Okay. Then we'll start
So
setting
yeah,
up
so
camp.
if you don't have dark vision, you will have trouble seeing somewhat.
I can set up a fire pretty well. So I'll start setting up camp. I can rest last or first, whichever people would prefer.
I want it's relatively easy as long as he knows when he needs to watch. He's not fussed about which watch he takes.
Okay.
I'll take the last watch, so I'll rest up first.
Okay.
My body should be back to normal.
Yeah. Hopefully.
But
Not
by
really.
the time,
I'll start setting up the campfire then, and then I'll
All right.
wake you up when I'm ready to hit the bed. And so
Alright.
that's what I'll do. Just
Yeah, all right. You get the campfire going.
yeah,
no
just
problem.
kind of dig a space around and maybe cut up some of the tall grass so it
Yep.
burns easy. Thaumaturgy. Just
No
light it.
No problem.
That's all I'm doing there.
And you gotta. Well, how big of a fire are you gonna have?
I'm thinking it doesn't have to be too. Man, what time? What season is it? Temperature?
Temperature. It's we'll say the temperatures in the nights have been tolerable. They'll drop down into the upper 40s.
Okay.
Kind of
It doesn't need to be very
early.
big.
An early fall, we'll say.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be very big. Just
Almost like a in real life October, close to October 30th, 31st.
sure. Sounds good.
Oh
wow.
Type of weather and conditions.
You were saying, oh, it's tolerable 40. I was like, yeah, 40 does seem pretty tolerable. And then I was looking at the temps that we've been dealing with where I'm at for a while, and I'm like, oh, that's yeah, that's definitely tolerable. As in, I've literally been awake and sleeping with that. Anyway, so yeah, I'll.
All right.
That's what I'm doing. Small fire doesn't need to be
Yep.
too big.
Give me
just
one
enough.
For your watch. Give me one perception check.
Okay. 11.
All right. You hear some rustling out around 200 feet from where your camp is in the grass.
Okay. What I would like to do is take a coin, maybe a bronze coin.
Okay.
I think that's the lowest thing I have. I'm going to put it in my pocket and then whisper under my breath a quick prayer to say a name. And I'm gonna basically just keep a hand on that pocket. Having finished casting the spell, I with the action duration 3rd level spell that I'm casting
Okay.
on that object.
All right.
Just doesn't do anything right now, but I'll just keep
Okay.
it in that pocket, nice and snug. And then I will kind of stand up and start peering out into the distance to see if I can't see what the noise is.
You don't see anything, but every once in a while you'll hear some rustling, like movement in the grass.
Is this like every 6 seconds over a course of a minute, or more like every minute over the course of an hour?
Well, let's say every minute over a course of 10 minutes.
Okay. I will. It's long enough between them that I will just remain alert. If I can.
Are you
Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my moon touched mace out
okay?
and just kind of that produces some light when it's dark.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a night light, or it's not that dim, but it's kind of
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
So I just kind of take it out and I'll kind of move. I don't want to move so that the mace is right over the face of either of the other 2 people who are sleeping. But just kind of like move around them to see if anything is like using them as cover as they come up to the camp or not.
Well, you don't notice anything. They look like they're resting well. Johnny, it looks like he's in a deep shutdown.
Evidently. Yeah.
That's what I try. Like he positioned himself in a spot where he felt comfortable, and then it almost looks like he shut down. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I just keep I think I patrol. I basically keep a patrol.
Okay.
Is what I do.
Your watch is up. What are you
Okay.
doing?
Yeah, after my watch is up, I will shake. I'll shake Mickey. Just gentle. Maybe tap him.
yes.
I'm heading to bed now.
I thought I was taking last watch.
You are.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you kind
Oh,
of look,
oh,
just out of curiosity, Charles, we went to bed at like 8, 9 between that time.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you stopped about 8 o'clock, and
it's like
got
3
that-
in the morning.
like
Mickey would
like
notice.
he only needs the 6 hours.
Right. That's why. But like, it's like, it's not. It's
Well,
the beginning of fall, so it's not enough for the sun to be up, but it's like not in the middle of the night.
keep in mind our rest rules.
I know.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't so much towards you, Isaac, as
Yep.
just reminding Johnny.
Yep.
What's up?
Just reminding you to keep in mind our rest rules.
Oh, my, what were the rest rules again?
A short rest out in the wilderness is 8 hours.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, so does the feature of the Warforged which reduce it down to 6 not apply?
That's a good question. I wasn't entertaining war forges when we were doing that.
Elves have the same issue.
As far
Well,
as
this-
that,
In this retrospect, I would say that he was able to pull off the short rests, but not like a long rest.
yeah,
That's kind of what I'm thinking, yeah.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, it takes a long rest to remove a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, so he'll go.
That is true, but what I'm saying is, I think the 6-hour Warforged feature means he gets a short rest in 6 hours.
Okay, I can live with that. That's not going to hold up on the game.
Okay.
Game.
That's the way I read it, at least. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay. I'll.
Like for the conversion would make sense.
As far as that, so
We can talk about it later. It's fine.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I wake you up next.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
I then say, I've been hearing some noises. If you need to use the mace, that's fine. And I hand you the mace for light. Put the coin back in my pouch. The duration of the effect is already gone anyway. And then I sit down to trance.
Well, here I am on guard duty.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Perception. Oh, that's going to be a 6.
Everything seems quiet on the western front for you.
Eastern Front, super loud, but
Yes.
we don't talk about them.
No. But everything seems quiet and peaceful. You're not hearing any noises like Ava mentioned to you.
Everything seems pretty chill on my end, dude. Maybe the things just went to sleepers. I would. Well, I'm on guard duty.
Okay. And the rest of your shift will go uneventful.
Yes.
Seems good.
So what are you doing at the end of your shift, Mickey?
Well, I'll wake Ava to give her back her mace.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hear any of those things you were talking about the whole time. You kept talking about some sort of rustling or something? Never heard it.
I frown. Do I hear rustling currently?
Give me a perception check.
12.
No, you at this juncture you don't.
Must have been passing animal or something.
I guess.
Passing owl bear. Just wake up Alvanek. I think it's pretty early in the morning, I suppose. And start packing things up. Wake up the dog.
And he's like, "Ruh, ruh, ruh, ruh." And you'll hear his stomach grumble.
I got some meat that he'd probably like. Does anybody else need some food? Alvinac, do you got enough food or? Ryan, you around? Or have you been muted the entire time?
Maybe. There he is. I see.
Hello, you guys hear me?
We
Yeah,
can hear
we
you now.
do. We do now. I hope you weren't trying to talk before because we missed all the greatness that you were trying to lay upon us in this situation.
I wasn't, unfortunately. One of my flatmates was insisting on talking to me, and so I had turned off the microphone on my headphones.
Okay. I'm just trying to lighten up the fact that if you were talking to us and we weren't being rude, we were just being
You're good.
quiet.
I don't know.
Yep.
Just run me through the situation here.
We're waking you up. It's the next morning. I ask, you have enough food? Do you have some extra for Reggie? Or you want me to provide you something, you and Reggie something?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Do you have enough for Reggie, or we're waiting on that?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Then I will have my ration. You can have yours. And then Reggie has those. All right. Continuing on.
All right. And as you continue on, the day starts filling up with clouds and such. There's a wind that's picking on up. As far as that, we're talking, probably only about 10-mile-an-hour wind. A little breezy. But everybody, give me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. 17.
Okay.
That's a 2.
20.
All right. Alvinac and Ava, you have the feeling like there's a set of eyes or multiple set of eyes on your back as you're traveling.
Swear to God.
Hmm.
Scarecrow. Why is it down?
Hmm. What do we do about that
Not
weird
a lot we
sensation?
can do, is there?
Not that I'm aware of. I'll do that.
All right. You're still traveling along, right?
Yeah. Maybe we'll set up camp a bit earlier next time. Since we're not outpacing them, might as well let them come on up.
All right. How early are you looking to stop to make camp?
I will ask both Mickey and Alvinac. I'll say, do either of you have any? Well, I have a sneaking suspicion I already know the answer for Mickey, but Alvinac, do you have any top quality survival skills, blessings, something, magic stuff, whatever?
I don't want to be insulted because you're right, but I still kind of feel insulted that you would make the assumption.
Listen, Mickey, I'm not trying. I just, you,
Look. I'm going to kind of forgive you because you're correct.
no, but I don't mean to get on your bad side.
You're already in the puddle. I suggest you don't slip.
I'm just saying, like,
Stop.
like, but
Yeah.
fine.
Oh man.
All right. So what I then turned to Alpha Neck again. Not so much.
I mean, I can cast guidance.
It's not nothing. I
I
will.
mean, more or
I was just thinking we could maybe set up something a little nicer today or next tomorrow night once we traveled a bit. But I don't know if there's much I can do with just grass. So might as well take a full day of travel. We'll travel until our legs hurt, I guess I should say.
My legs already hurt.
I will walk over to you and I will attempt. I
sound like
will.
a vigilant child, just like on the side. It's like, well, we'll just walk till our legs hurt. My legs already hurt.
That's right, exactly. I walk over to you and I put a hand on your shoulder and you know I think you're taller than me, so just kind of
Oh, definitely.
pat on the shoulder. And we'll say Sanin. We'll say this is an Elvish. We'll say Sanin. If there is
Okay.
if there's a hole, if this wood construct can be made whole by you, please do so. And I'll cast lesser restoration on him.
Okay. He,
Bam.
yeah, he
Posted it
feels
in roll 20.
he feels pretty good.
You know what? My legs don't hurt. Huh.
He's loving life.
Good to know.
All right, let's go.
Perfect.
Oh.
Anyway, moving
Yeah.
along.
Yeah. So how long are you moving? Were you still gonna set up camp early or?
Probably, yeah. But not like super early, just like
Okay, who's
about an hour.
who's leading this motley crew? By the
That's a good
way,
question. I know I have the map. If somebody, basically one person should probably take care of the dog. One person should have the map and be assisting the other person. Is my guess, unless somebody else is doing something like grabbing food on the way out or something.
I would. I assume I'm the one taking care of the dog then.
Okay.
That's fine.
it's dog now, not Reggie.
In game, it's Reggie. Out of game, it's dog. It's whatever I want to call it. It's
I could-
whatever.
I couldn't help.
The character me would actually still be calling it Reggie.
I couldn't help myself since you guys spent so much time on it.
Yep, it's true. Yeah. So Ryan, are you taking the lead on getting us the right direction, or you assisting?
Sure, that's gonna go just fine.
Works for me. You lead the way, and I will assist you with my map.
Give me a survival check with advantage, Ryan.
All right. Whenever we come to a critical juncture in this, I will be casting guidance on myself
Okay.
to better enable me to. Well, otherwise I'm rolling with a +1.
Not a +0 or a -1.
And it's with advantage, so you're good there. And if you want to put guidance on yourself for it, go ahead. It's just all I'm doing is seeing if you're staying on track for where you're wanting to be.
18.
Okay, no problem. It's not extremely difficult with the fact that you got a map and you have two heads working together to try to make sure that you're doing. So you're definitely on track. That's not a problem.
Excellent.
And you're setting up camp, correct? So we're looking.
Yep.
I'll get you a little closer to the border. But there you are. You're setting up camp. How you setting up the camp?
Yeah.
Reggie, his tongue is sticking out, and you see almost like dried saliva on the edges, corner edges of the rear of his mouth, where he's been slobbering.
Aw. You thirsty? All right. Hey guys, I need water.
Let's do water. And I untie 2 of these, maybe even 3 of these 5-gallon Crocs. Actually, holy shit. I untie the ones on top and start opening 7 or 8 of them.
Okay.
And I rub my hands together, kind of sit down for a moment, and I say, please, 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 food, please, 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 tasty, please, 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 water, please, 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 and go. I say I've never done this before, and as I turn away to tell you this, let's see, 6 of the Crocs fill completely with water. I guess the ones in the wagon, and the ones that are off the wagon fill with 45 pounds of food.
Okay.
Probably, it says it's bland but nourishing, so leavenous bread is what it fills with.
All right.
And maybe overcooked chicken.
Whatever you want to make it to be. It's all coming from your deity and the form. He, she, or they.
Yep.
Correct.
And I go, and then I turn back and I go, I missed it.
Have you
Thank you, by the way. I think we have enough water and food for a while.
Yeah. Right.
That is a neat trick.
As I said, I haven't done it before, so.
Okay. Let me give some to the dog. Reggie! Reggie!
I kind of go. Yep.
And you kind of what?
Oh, and I kind of look at the bread and I go, leavenous bread, really? And then I go for the chicken. I go, this has not been cooked very well. Just kind of like grimace at the taste of my own food. I just wait.
It would. The chicken would taste like boiled chicken.
Yep.
So nothing, in other words.
Yeah. Exactly.
But it's filling.
Yeah.
It is nutritious. But all right, so giving the benefits of your deity out and about,
10 up to 15. Okay.
and Reggie, when he's drinking the water provided,
Mhm.
you can see he kind of makes a strange face and turns his head and looks at the water and like that. He drinks it, but he's like,
But it's water.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
Reggie turns out to be some sort of demon dog that's not liking the water because it's made with divine magic,
oh man, I like that idea. I gotta write that one down.
That's right.
well,
Exactly.
it's not that this time.
I mean,
I
that's a
will.
great.
I will
how,
taste. I mean, I'll taste. I'm drinking the water too because I don't
All
have
right.
any rations. So
And as you drink the water, you're going to do about the same thing. You're going to be turning your head side to side, kind of running your tongue up at the top of your mouth and lips and kind of tasting it. And there's a bit of a bitter taste to the water. And a very faint taste of like a bitter stout taste lingering on the water.
I'll kind of wipe my finger against the crock. Is it like molded on the
No,
inside? I'll kind of smell it.
it smells like Guinness.
I think-
Not that there's Guinness in this world, but there's that, to put it in context of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So Ava will say, I think our halfling friend gave us some crocks that were maybe stained with some of his alcohol. I don't know if it's not exactly a pleasant addition.
Are you telling me I just fed beer water to Reggie?
Well, it's a pretty light beer. I don't even know if it could be considered beer water, but it's definitely got a weird taste to it.
Oh, is it just the taste?
It's just the taste, I think. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to drink gallons. I mean, we do have gallons, but don't try to drink gallons of it.
I need to make sure this dog at least has enough water to where it doesn't tire itself out before we get to the next campsite. So basically,
Yeah.
I take the little bowl that I guess I had his water in.
Yeah.
I prestidigitate it.
You what?
I prestidigitation.
Oh, all right.
I'm flavoring the water for the dog.
All right.
Here you go.
Seems good. Yeah.
You
That's so simple.
all right. Are you replacing the water from one of the crocks?
Oh no, it's not. It doesn't replace. I'm not replacing anything. I'm literally just adding a flavor to it.
Yeah. Okay. That was for me to know, kind of.
Like if it does have like a negative effect, I will not know. But like, I will not know.
No, he laps it on up after that, we'll say.
That should make it fresher. Ain't that right, boy?
That's right. Exactly.
Note, I only offered this to the dog.
You did.
What's Alverneck doing? I haven't heard much.
Alverneck is definitely drinking the water and just kind of putting up with it.
Okay.
Although he does make a note, next time they kind of come to a bend in the river that brings them closer to the river to wash out the. Like we these things definitely need to be washed out before we put something like honey or anything that we want to store in them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because although honey is a natural antibacterial,
Yes, it's great.
it probably wouldn't. Better to be safe than sorry. We probably should have thought about washing these out first anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
We
did
just
have
didn't
you did have a river that you crossed that you could have used.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
didn't
we
realize it until we filled it up with something. It is a good thing we filled it up with something before getting to town. That would have been much worse if we had just thrown some crab in there and it was
That's right.
like salt mixed with beer. No. Please no.
Flavorful.
Yeah, I actually wonder if it would have ruined the ritual actually. But anyway.
Yeah. Hey, that's an idea. Percentage chance. Contamination.
Yeah. Either way. Hey,
Yep. All right.
This time I make a big fire. I
All right.
digs a pretty wide space between where I'm gonna burn it and stuff, and then I just kind of tear the grass up in the middle of it and light it with thaumaturgy. And
Alrighty.
I
So
will-
who's on first watch?
Ava will be on first watch again, unless Alphanek wants to.
No.
Okay.
As I say, he's not like he doesn't really have a preference as to when he watches.
Ava will say, if I need to wake you guys up, I will use a bright light.
Great.
So.
All right. And it gets going about halfway through your watch. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 9.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah.
I will take a bronze piece and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
I don't cast anything on it yet, but it's in my pocket there to be cast.
Oh man, that really sucks. But all of a sudden, what is Mickey and Alverneck doing while you're on your first watch? Are you sleeping? Are you?
No, presumably, yeah.
Okay.
Well, those of us that need to sleep.
During these watches, he still has to go into his sentry's rests.
Yeah. All right. So, let's see here. Mickey would be 1, 2. Alverneck would be 3, 4, and Ava 5, 6.
Oh, great.
While I'm getting it set up over here, roll me your initiatives.
Sounds good. Wow. Okay.
Oh man, that sucks for me.
Okay, that's
number 1, so it's on Mickey, right?
yeah.
Okay. All of a sudden, Mickey, you feel. Well, I probably ought to do this kind of right.
Oh, my initiative's a 10, by the way. I guess just to let you know.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna write that down. And right now, this thing has a surprise round.
Figured. So what's going down?
And let me get over here. Ava is an 8. And what was Alverneck's?
18.
18. Okay, so you're. And the monster. And let me get over here. Oh, yeah, I gotta do this. All right. Damn, that roll ain't doing squat for me. Yeah, I think it's further down here. Kind of working with this. And yep, that's a. So, does a 10 break your armor class, Mickey?
Actually, no.
Okay. Let's see here. Do it second attack. Oh, that's a little better. There's a 13.
Yeah, because at this point, since I was in sentry rest,
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that I wouldn't have had the time to activate my stone durability,
Yeah.
nor would my shield have been like unsheathed. I think it's the best way to say it. My shield wouldn't have been prepped to take a damage. So yeah, I'll get
All
it.
right. You take 6 points of piercing damage
Ow!
Giant bees, god damn it.
plus 7 points of necrotic damage.
What?
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, so it's 6 points of piercing and 7 necrotic.
Yep.
All right, let me update myself. Let me make sure.
And that will put us up to Alvernet. That should wake you up also, I would say, Mickey.
Oh, definitely. It's like, ah.
So Alvernet.
Assuming that Mickey's yells.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely like a ow. What the?
Yeah, it's fair to say that.
I want to kind of jump up, almost instinctually, reaching for his great sword and drawing it on his way up.
Okay.
Looking around, do I see what the problem is?
What's your passive?
13.
Yeah, that's easy enough one. I guess with that, you see this rabbit biting on Mickey's neck.
That is distinctly unusual behavior for a rabbit.
It's kind of a big rabbit. I guess, like about the size of a German hare.
Great. Giant rabbit.
You telling me I just got bitten by a necrotic bunny?
I guess I will cast, as a bonus action, I'll cast Divine Favor, and then I'll make an attack. It's probably a really weird effect, casting Divine Favor on an invisible sword, because the sword kind of lights up with radiant energy, but all you can see is a blade of radiant energy, because you can't actually see the blade.
I'm imagining that like all the objects around it suddenly become brighter, but there's no light source.
Yeah. Well, however you want to devise it.
That's fair.
We're going to have it. This is fun. So, what you perceive in your mind, let it rip there, Ryan.
Yeah, so like he kind of mutters under his breath, and it kind of the outline of a sword starts to glow.
Oh,
but
okay.
the sword itself is still invisible.
Yep.
And he'll charge over and swing at this rabbit.
Okay, go ahead and swing.
We got a 20 on the attack roll.
You got a 20 on attack roll. You hit.
So we're looking at 2d6 plus 3 plus 1d4 radiant. For a total of 9 points of slashing and 3 points of radiant damage.
All right, 12 total. Put that in here. And that all you doing?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Well, no, I'm just being
Yeah.
Free actions. There's other things you probably could have done.
I guess I will look at Ava and say, I thought you were watching.
Yeah, and probably what you see Ava doing is, let's see. She have a book that she can be distracted by. Yes, she's probably looking in her prayer book. What?
And Mickey, you're up.
All right, wait, is this thing still on me?
Yeah, it's still up on you. A bit your neck. It's kind of still there at the moment. It got hit. There's a little bit of blood substance coming out of it.
All right, I'm gonna
I'm gonna do a touch attack on it. Shocking grasp.
I wonder how that affects these guys. Go ahead, do your attempt to do what you're doing.
Yeah, because this one's my yeah, I gotta do it as a regular attack roll. So let me pull that up really quickly.
Yep, no problem. It's just your neck at play.
Sure. All right. Does an 11 hit it?
No,
Oh,
it just bounces out of the way of your hand, or what, however you want to color it.
okay. I'll since either way, now that I got it off of me, I'll take the time to move up and actually pull out my shield.
Okay, no problem.
Let me see. I think that's all the move actions I can technically do. But there's still, yeah, I'm basically bracing for whatever else this damn bunny's got for me.
Okay, Ava, it's your go.
So I'd toss the book down to the ground, just somewhere off to the side where I won't forget it, and pull my mace out. And I'll actually strap my shield on as well, and just kind of look around to see if there's any other bunnies that are coming at me.
What the hell is that?
I have no idea. What the hell? I didn't even notice.
All right.
It was so sneaky.
That really hurt. Like, really hurt.
I'll give you a hand in a moment.
You don't notice any other rabbits?
Okay. All right. So in that case, nope, I don't have spiritual weapon prepared. Never mind. Move over next to it. Yeah, I
Okay.
flank. I flank the rabbit.
That's easy, kind of easy enough.
And that's my turn, I believe.
Okay. Oh, my turn. And boy, let's see here. Because you're all right there within its strike range. We'll run with the same. Come on. The dice, come on, right there. Oh, shoot. It loves the taste of Mickey.
Delicious wood.
It must be. And let's see here on the first one. A 13. Does that hit you now?
Let me see. With the shield on, I think it matches. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold up for a second. The shield on that you have 13 matches?
Yeah, like I have 11 naturally. The shield adds a +2. I have a spell that lets me add on extra armor, but I haven't activated it yet.
Okay. All right. This is actually a bit odd. So I have a class feature that I would like to use, but the timing for it is after somebody attacks, but before they would roll.
Actually, you don't have to do that. I can actually take care of it myself.
Okay, sure. The class feature is a relatively low cost for me, but if you want to do it, that's fine.
Well, because I never use it.
That's totally fine. We're in the same boat. Go for it.
I activate shield.
Okay.
So it'll automatically add a +5 to my AC.
Okay.
Since it's been declared a hit.
So that 13 would miss you then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Suddenly, like it's basically like it looks like it was just about to hit me, but then like basically this shimmer kind of goes over my own natural armor, and it kind of like gleans it off.
Okay.
So for at least until the end of my next turn, I would
Yep.
technically have a
Uh,
18 AC right now.
Okay. On his second attack, a 23 hit you, right?
23 would, yeah.
And you will get
Oh,
what?
no. So I'll use my feature then. Haha.
Okay.
I'll use my reaction to say you roll that attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Let me roll it again then.
Hmm.
And that will be an 11 then. So describe how you disadvantaged.
Oh, this is actually very easy. A divine light interposes between Mickey and the rabbit.
Okay.
It just literally flash bulbs it as it can't bite where it wants to.
The rabbit squeals with a as the flash bolt kind of intercedes between it. Up to Alverneck.
Yes. I know exactly how to deal with vampire bunnies. You hit them, and then they die. It's very simple. Or you attempt at them. Let's see what we got. All right. Does a math is definitely a thing I can do. 22 hit.
Yes.
Good. He can have a smite. Don't like the fact that he survived in the first attack. It's going to be 24 points of damage, of which 14 is radiant.
Okay. Okay. You said how many points? 20,
24 total.
24. Okay. Let me see here.
How's he like damage?
Well, I got to do some adding. He's not looking too good.
Yeah. This time, as the sword comes down, the kind of soft glow that was emanating increases in intensity drastically as he pumps a divine smite into that attack. And as I hit with an attack,
I mean, you guys are destroying my regeneration.
yeah, as I hit with an attack, it needs to make a strength save or be pushed 10 feet away from you.
Oh, man.
DC is only 13, so it's not, it's nothing special. But
He makes a 13.
yeah, I mean,
Right on the nose. Holy shoot.
as I say, it's not a great feature, but doesn't cost me anything. And
I didn't expect him to make it.
there's no limit on it, so just why not?
Keep
Nothing else to
pushing
do
it,
in my
yeah.
bonus action.
Yep.
Kind of swing my horns around and try and push him away from Mikey, but unfortunately manages to resist the horns of a 6'7" minotaur.
All right.
Yeah, that's everything for me.
Mickey, you got horns coming towards you, lights coming at you. You got bright things coming down, and a rabbit that's going and trying to jump off to the side and whatnot. Man, you're the center of attention. It's all about Mickey at the moment. What you doing?
What the hell?
At the moment. Always about Mickey.
At the moment, this seems like an unnecessary situation. But, At this point, I'll unsheath, well, unsheath, or I don't know how the word would be. Either I'll take out my flail. Is that bunny near me?
Say what?
Is that bunny still near me at this moment?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to activate my what's it called? Give me a second. Only because I don't know what to do and I'm scared. I'm gonna activate blinding smite. And I'm going to attack this stupid bunny.
Okay.
So let me rolls.
There is so much holy light in our team. So much.
Of course, it's only fitting that you're facing vampire rabbits.
Yeah, we're well prepared for it.
Oh damn! I crit on that.
Oh no.
All
Oh,
right.
well, that's the end of that then, isn't it?
Roll me some percentage dice.
Percentage?
Yep. Oh, that's a good one.
All right.
3 times the damage plus roll me a d10.
A D10 plus how much?
You do 3 times the dice roll for damage.
Oh God, you sure?
Yeah, that's hey. This is the same chart I use against you guys on crits and fails, so it's
That
the way
explains a
it
lot.
is. And then roll me a d10.
All right. Also, like in case it survives, make a Constitution save for the bunny.
All right, let's see here.
Just to see if it sees it coming or not.
Well, I don't think it does. Not with that roll.
Okay.
I mean, that's all of a 5.
Okay, so you said I needed to roll 3 times the damage, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, it was going to take a D8 naturally, and then it was going to take an extra 3d8 in radiant damage just off of the attack. So you want me to multiply into 12 d8s? Because that's what it's going to be. There's going to be 4 d8s heading its way normally.
All right, roll
Nice.
those.
That's 8 of them right here.
Yeah, roll those right at the moment. All right. Describe how you obliterate this bunny.
It's one of those things where it's like, why do things keep attacking me? I was like, it's kind of one of those things he's getting a little fed up. But this happened with the owlbear. This happened with happened with the stupid bird. Like, what is it with these damn animals always attacking me when I do nothing? I just want to get some sleep. And I see it heading my way. And basically, as I'm screaming this, like the like an aura around the flail starts to like basically emanate and it gets bigger and bigger. And so when I finally see it, I basically just like swing down. And as I swing down, it basically looks like a sun basically ascending upon this bunny. So at this point, the bunny's pupils basically just like peel back out of pure blindness. It's like basically watching a comet coming towards you.
All right.
And at this point, like it just almost gave up. right before I like just splat it on the floor. Just like you can feel the impact of it just leave a dent on the floor, like the radiant energy kind of like flash out. And I assume its body is like a weird char. Like almost like an embery char.
Okay. So
Oh, we could have cooked that. Just kidding.
hey, so you guys are out of initiative. You have one seriously hurt bunny. And, and you got
How
what? Go ahead.
how is Mikey looking?
Mikey looks damaged. I don't. I'll let Mikey describe. Mickey describe. Describe. No, that's right. I do it myself. Mickey described his current situation.
Oh, Mike, how I look currently?
Yeah, damage wise, since you got hit. Well, you only got hit the once because of the intervening glance. So
Yeah, like the thing is like the first, because like I think he's only like at 38 hit points. That first damage was surprisingly effective. Like you basically see what looks like this giant puncture in the neck that like if I was like an organic individual probably wouldn't have lived through it.
All right.
But you can also like besides the piercing damage, you can also tell like I guess like I don't know if it'd be like you would be fair to say that it's almost like a black liquid or something.
oil.
Like it's like just like kind of oozing out.
All right. I'll kind of lay my hand on the wound and give you 10 points of lay on hands.
10?
I mean, that's all of my lay on hands. By my level 2 character, I'd give you more if I had it.
Delicious 10 HP.
And I guess you would kind of, I mean, you won't because of the perspective, but this kind of necrotic scarring that was there kind of seems to get sucked into his palm before he dissipates it. With a shake of his hand. Kind of flavor wise, he'll heal the necrotic damage before he heals the piercing damage. Piercing damage is easier to heal than necrotic as far as he's concerned.
Let's see,
Showing off.
that right.
Healing the tougher stuff to heal.
He's convinced that the only real way to, piercing, slashing, bludgeoning will heal itself over time. As far as he's concerned, the only real way to heal the vile energies of necrosis is with some sort of divine power.
Sure.
Not something we're lacking on the party, granted, but
right.
All right, let's make sure I understand correctly. Like when you're healing me, like the points that are coming off first are the necrotic ones before moving on to the piercing. Am I hearing that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think mechanically it makes a lot of difference, but that's kind of how he prioritizes his healing.
It gives me a better idea because like with him, he can mend it, but it's still damaged there. So it's like
right. Yeah.
Like
that's kind of the idea of.
You can tell when you just put like a hole in, like you just covered a hole in the wall, just like.
You put some duct tape over your neck, fixed.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna. That's how it would look. Like I'm still missing those hit points for now, but like it's one of those things where it's what I would do to fix myself after you did it.
Yeah, seems good.
Yeah, it's a similar idea to removing the kind of infection from a wound before you seal the wound. Like, there's no point fixing a wound with necrotic energy inside. It's just gonna spread. But yeah.
It was like, oh, okay, that's good. That's good. There's a little hole in my neck, but it's fine. I can deal with that.
He kind of looks somewhat disgruntled that you're not fully healed, and says, "I apologize. That's all I've got for now."
That's fine. That's fine. It's a lot better than I would have been left with. I mean, I
We're
really
close
wouldn't
to-
know what to do about the other stuff.
And
Ava could have healed you just fine. She's more powerful than I am.
I mean, well, I mean, I don't know about that, but what I will say is mm, uh, there is a kind of ritual that I can do that heals everybody at once. So next time, maybe let the bunny attack us. You know, so it works on everybody.
I mean,
Okay, first of all, let's make one thing clear. That bunny sucker punched me. Okay.
Agreed. I didn't even see it coming, and you know how good my eyes are.
Like he's still kind of upset about it. He's like, I could have taken this stupid thing on if I knew.
For sure. That said, I've never heard of a bunny attacking, well, anyone, let alone let alone a construct. I can't think of any reason that would do that normally. That it seems very unnatural.
Well, to be fair, if it's smart enough, it probably assumes that I'm the toughest one here.
yeah, but in fairness, I've never heard of a bunny dealing that type of damage either.
I do have to agree, though. I've never heard of a bunny do that either.
It seemed to infect the wound. It was almost like it was drawing his life essence into itself, similar to a vampire.
I mean, I don't know what a vampire is, but that sounds bad.
Telling me I got attacked by a bunny fire or a van bunny or rabbit jack?
and we'll
Vampires are something that are covered in basic training. Insofar as when you come across them, you run in the opposite direction and hope it gets distracted by something else. The thralls aren't as bad as the masters, but they are blood drinkers, life stealers.
Still doesn't really explain the oil drinking bunny, but I guess maybe there's some similarity there.
Well, bunnies in general are known to chew on wood to keep their teeth in order.
But
maybe it was just
feel
out
like
of wood
there was a
to
little bit
chew
of a
by,
difference
or-
here. I don't know.
Maybe it just needed to wear its teeth down on something.
Yeah, maybe. It wore its teeth down all the way to nothing, along with the rest of its
I
skull.
mean, it doesn't exist anymore, so
Right. So I
You kind of make
guess
me feel bad about
it's
this. You kind of make me feel bad about basically turning into embers.
I mean, another time. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't want it to eat that anyway. Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
Should you get attacked by a non-vampire bunny, if we could, I mean, I don't see why it would run up to you and start biting, but if it does, if you have some sort of innate
I can hit it with
bunny magnetism.
bunny lure,
something not as hard.
yeah, like they make quite good eating.
I'm gonna mark down under my character sheet that I want to see if a bunny would nibble on the Warforged.
all right. And being that we're around the magic hour, we'll go ahead and we'll tie this up tight, and that way Ryan can get the needed rest that he requires as a human being
Fair.
and such. But well, I know you asked last session what the usual stance is, and I told you I try to keep it within that 3-hour span because we're talking the two different major continents. So
Yep.
Yeah.
As far as that, so I'm trying to be true to my word. You guys will get 2 XP
Oh.
as far as that, and even though I thought it was crazy the some of the discussion over Reggie and his name and woofer and like that. Excellent role play. Give yourself 2 inspirations
All right.
Yeah.
for as far as
It's at this point all three of us take a bow.
that. Yes. And such is that. I'll stop sharing there. And
Yeah, and I won't. I won't. If you need to head off, Ryan, I don't know if this conversation is super important for you,
No, I'll
but
be around for a few minutes. Yeah, I need to. I've got to level up my character sheet.
fair enough.
and let's see here. If there's anything else that you guys
I did. I actually have
what?
to go pretty soon, but I wanted to real quick double check on 1 or 2 questions